What is going down, everyone? It's time for Mojobreak.com, the hype episode number 251. Man, 251 episodes, guys. It's good to have the crew back. We're all here. I feel like it's been a long time, but it's probably been like a month since we've all been here together. So we should hold hands and rejoice and talk about the Niners, and because I know you guys are all big fans, and not talk about that stupid thing that the Rams fans
talk
got
about
today.
that sorry ass team.
Yeah, exactly. The Rams.
Niners.
The Rams.
Niners.
But we got some exciting stuff to talk about. We're going to run a new segment called This Week in the Hobby. We're also going to talk about BBCE, the wrapping of the Whatnot 86 Fleer, which I'm sure you heard about, but we're going to analyze, talk about our point of view on it. And then we've got Guess That Price. How confident, C-Rad, are you feeling about Guess That Price this time?
6.5 out of 10.
You're like the Lions of Guess That Price. Never have, never will.
Yeah.
We got to get Cody in here to play Guess That Price one of these days.
I mean,
he's Bob Barker.
I'm okay.
Yes.
I'm okay being Bob Barker. That's fine, you know. And also,
Or Drew Carey.
Drew Carey. Give me Bob though. Bob's old school. Yeah, Bob's the man.
He is the man.
You know, spay and neuter those pets. You know, all
Yeah.
that good stuff.
Yeah,
but
like
also, I would just say, I think. I want to say I'm over 500 at the very least. I want to say I've only done one or two, maybe two or three Guess That Prices, but
Yeah.
I think I'm like 2 out of 3.
You're saying you're a ringer.
That's right. Well,
You're-
I'm saying
You're basically like, I'm the host because if I was doing this, then I would just destroy everybody.
Precisely.
It wouldn't
That's
be
precisely what
fair.
I'm
It
saying.
wouldn't be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like we
He's
got
retiring
duped.
early.
Looks like we got duped.
We got to. That's yet to come in this podcast.
That's just a thing now. I mean, that's everybody. If you're not really in the hobby until you get duped.
You got to get duped.
Yeah.
Gotta get duped. Well, check out Mojobreak.com. We've got the brand new Diamond Icons baseball in stock, which is the high-end baseball, 10 hits a box. We're seeing Trouts, Otanis, Babe Ruth Diamond cards coming out of this thing. So great set. We got PYTs and hit randoms on the site. Legacy football, if you're into the 2022 rookie class, that's out. Kenny Pickett, Aiden Hutchinson. And then next week, we already have some pre-sales on select football, and that's at mojobreak.com for that. But let's get right into This Week in the Hobby. This Week in the Hobby is going to involve Pokemon, some Wade packs, some people possibly losing money on Tatis cards, like more than he would lose for not playing, and Trout collecting his own cards. So we're going to hit like little quick hit topics on these, get right into it. So let's start with Ken Golden. Busy man, flying on private jets, getting tans, wearing wild, loud shirts. That is Ken Golden. He's become quite the personality. We're still waiting for the Ken Golden show. I don't know when it's dropping, but I hear it's coming out soon, and it'll be a must-watch. But the Superfractor, not the one that's shown here, is what he's referring to, but this is the one that we could find, is Darren Ravel originally tweeted out that Fernando Tatis will lose $2.86 million in salary this year because of the PEDs, or the ringworm, or whatever he put in his body. Cholesterol that caused him to. Which, on a side note, I was actually talking to my vet, and he said when you have ringworm, it's an antifungal. It's not a steroid. So, you know, once again, he's not a
antifungal steroid. Whatever.
Same thing. Yeah, he said there's other ways to treat ringworm that don't involve performance-enhancing drugs. But that's besides the point. So Ken Golden says, besides the $2.86 million that Tatis is going to lose, the person that owns the Superfractor will lose more.
I actually am surprised that Tatis is only losing $2.86 million in salary. I mean, isn't he getting paid 40 or 50 million or something like that?
That contract, if I'm correct, does
got to be
not
backloaded?
Yes, super backloaded.
Okay.
His first few years that buy out his arbitration years and his pre-arbitration years are way, way lower.
Getting him on a discount. So if you're going to do PEDs, do it early in your in this contract.
Honestly,
maybe he weighed out the risk.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Best for both sides involved. Everyone gets it out of the way once you get 5 years of playing time in. Once you're 27, everyone forgets about it.
You guys probably already talked about this, but do we think that the Padres knew that this was coming down the pipeline?
Yes,
and that is why they made the play for Juan Soto.
It helped.
I mean, you know, you're in the you were in the war room when they were doing that.
I'm a dad, part of the group.
My only thing that would go against it, and I think it was brought up around here in the office, why would he then go on the rehab assignment? Because he's been on rehab. He was supposed to come back like this week. So why would he go on the rehab assignment if they knew? But I guess you have to save face until it's done,
Yeah, I mean,
right?
you're not going to be like, I'm not going to take my rehab assignment. Why not? Aren't you coming back? Well,
Right.
yeah, there's
Head
something
ring-
going
Funny
on.
story. about
Ringworm.
that.
How do you catch ringworm? Does anybody know offhand?
No idea.
You drink unsanitary water.
Is that what
right?
it is?
Is that drinking?
I'll be honest, before this week, I thought ringworm, I was like, is that a digestive problem? Until I realized that's tapeworm.
Yes.
So I was just like, worm, it must mean something with your digestion, but I was wrong.
I could use a tapeworm right now. I could lose some weight.
That sounds
Feed for
gross.
2.
Don't think you want that.
Nope.
I think that sounds painful.
That's definitely how they're like, the new diet trend of like 1557 tapeworm. All
Yes.
the ladies are doing it to fit in
That's
those
right.
corsets.
Who needs lipo when you can just get a tapeworm?
know.
Eat all your food.
Man, never mind. Let's move on. I'm like, I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, how do you get rid of a tapeworm?
I don't know.
Is it what you
stop feeding it.
Well,
Yeah, I'm sure there's some kind of a medical procedure to do so. But the superfractor, which I guess I haven't seen the prices, if he's saying that the person that had the superfractor will lose more money, then we're saying that this superfractor is at least $3 or $4 million, right? We're talking about the 2016 Bowman Chrome superfractor on the White Sox.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some. I'm trying to find some comps. Can't find anything off the top of my head. But again, yeah, there is literally zero chance. Look, he's making this comment in jest, obviously.
Yeah,
so,
I mean-
I
yeah,
think
there's no
he's
way.
also accounting for the future value of the card as well.
That might honestly there is something to that. I think C-Rod, that they're really, if he was going to be what was expected of him, which again, 45 home runs at the age 22 season as a shortstop last year without a ton of without a full season play.
some injury issues, injury
Right.
question marks we got. I mean,
And the amount of money invested in him.
Yeah, that should
there's
actually
a
be more of
chance
the
you can make
fear
that
than
argument.
PEDs is. And you know what's funny? That people are already saying like possibly derailing a Hall of Fame career. Were we already putting Tatis in the dang Hall of Fame? Come on now.
You mean the clown show?
That's right. I know. I always forget the dang clown show that does not have the greatest hitter or the greatest pitcher of all time in it. But that's besides the point.
I don't know why. And when the story broke, they were talking about it in the shipping department. I wasn't really paying attention. I actually thought it was Vlad Guerrero Jr. who got busted for PEDs.
What would be worse for baseball? Is this worse for baseball, or would it have been Vlad Jr.? I think it's this one.
I think
This
it's
one.
Tatis.
Yeah,
I think
it's Tatis.
Vlad Jr. having a great year. The
Very good.
the Padres are. Juan Soto wasn't the key to success. They've been kind of on a little bit of a skid
Getting back
here.
into it. Are they winning today as we're recording this?
I believe they were winning 5-0, but suddenly the game is, I believe, now 6-3. The Marlins are scratching their way back, and just to let you know, the Giants are only 4.5 games back. They were about 7 out of a wild card spot. Now they're just 4.5 back at the Padres. So
Tyro
look
Estrada.
Out of the wild card spot.
out
or-
of the third wild card spot, that new
Oh, that's
third
right.
wild card spot.
Everybody makes the playoffs.
Yeah, everyone's in.
Everybody's in.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty
Pirates are in. Everybody.
Everybody's in.
Everybody wins.
Who's
But
the
we
wor-
shall see.
Who's the worst team in the league? Is it the Pirates?
It is actually the Washington Nationals.
The A's are pretty bad.
The A's are not good.
Yeah,
either.
sorry, C-Rod. Are you gonna jump ship on your team there too? Or?
Nah, only if they leave
You
open.
a Dodger fan now?
I love Dodger blue.
Well, you do have the blue and the yellow. It's close.
Yep.
It's close. Dan should be a Dodger fan too because he's all SoCal. But anyways,
No better time to jump ship than right now. though.
yeah,
I
right
mean,
now. I
That
mean,
might be fair.
Like if I was to be like, sorry, I'm not a Giants fan anymore. I'm going to be a Dodger fan. Right now would be a good time to do it.
I feel like the Giants are just gonna like agonize the rest of the season and then miss the playoffs. Like it'd almost be better for me if they just suck the rest of the way, so I didn't have to like keep myself involved.
No. You know how the Giants roll.
Yeah.
They squeeze in, get hot, run the table, win a championship.
I hope.
Lock it down right now.
In the first year of this third wild card team,
That
wouldn't it
third-
only be fitting that
that
they're the first
13th wild card
Yep.
spot's really going to come in handy
Yep,
this year.
they'll be the first team at 81-81 to win a World Series. It'll be great.
500, huh?
This next topic is basically, you want to lose weight? Well, you're a collector. Now you got to go to McDonald's because the Happy Meals are back. The Pokemon Happy Meals that include packs. So you're going to
Hell
see
yeah.
some fondlers going straight to McDonald's trying to buy 25 Happy Meals or whatever the max is, walking out there with a bunch of chicken nuggets, a bunch of barbecue sauce, maybe eating them, maybe half of it, maybe throwing it away. The bigger thing is these packs. And as you guys remember last year, there was people somehow getting funneled sealed boxes of these things, selling them on the secondary market, taking it away from the kids. It's blasphemous. We'll see if this happens again. But Pokemon, we're now competing with McDonald's. Mojobreakshop.com is now competing with McDonald's.
Well,
I think we need to get some kind of finger food in the shop.
Let me break this down. I'm an expert at this this whole thing right here because I worked at McDonald's.
He
during
did.
the
He's not lying.
The Beanie Baby craze. I was like 15 years old and I worked the drive-through and I never saw anything like it. Like
Man, you just aged yourself.
People would, yeah, whatever. I'm old. But people would come to the drive-through and they would order like 10, adults. Like they're all, I need 10 Happy Meals, and they're like, I don't want the food. Just like, give me the Beanie Babies.
And don't you have the option? I know with my daughter, like I went to McDonald's in the past with 2 daughters, one hungry, one not, right? But they want the toy. So they do sell the toy separate in certain cases. Now I don't know if they
did
do.
not during the Beanie Baby situation. They didn't. They were like, because you just have a line of people just buying the Beanie Babies. They were just like, you got to buy the food. Got to get the.
Yeah, I would imagine they have to make exceptions because, like, I have definitely for like a low, like, I think there was like some Star Wars bobbleheads I did one time. I was like, can I just get the bobblehead? And I think I got a Coke. And I'm like, yeah, sure, here you go. It's like $1 more or something like that. But yeah, I can imagine for this or Beanie Babies, no go.
People were crazy. Like they would just go like every day, like, which Beanie Baby you got in there? Like through the drive-through, and I'm like, I don't know, like
teal rabbit,
like a frog. So it looks like a frog.
Hey man, those boxes are badass. The Pikachu boxes, I'm gonna have to cop me some of those.
So you get one pack per.
You get a 4-card booster, 1 instruction sheet, 1 coin, 1 spinner, and then 1 box that's shaped like Pokemon. Which who knows?
I mean,
at some point that might be worth something.
Pack might be worth what, $2, right? How much is a Happy Meal? How much is a Happy Meal right now? It's like $13.
I think $4.99. I think.
Yeah, but I think it's about $5.
$4.99.
But that's
No
only if
way.
you want the 4 nuggets. If you want to get the extra 2 nuggets, you want to get double fries. You know, it all adds
Would they have
up.
double fries?
Well, you can opt to not get the
apple
yeah,
slices.
Yeah.
What comes in a Happy Meal? There's apples in a Happy Meal. What comes in a Happy Meal?
Slices,
And fries?
nuggets.
And then some kind of drink,
Juice.
milk.
I think you have the
It's like
option.
a 7-course meal now.
I think
is.
you've got the option of like fries or apple slices. You can get milk or a soda. They like try to discourage the kids from getting the fries and the soda, but of course, you know, kids are gonna want the fries and the soda. Of
What
course.
kid's gonna be like, I'll take a milk.
Yeah.
My kids get milk sometimes. Oh, but they prefer the chocolate milk, of course.
Yeah, of course.
You
Gotta
know,
get chocolate.
and you have that problem on DoorDash where it's like only lets you pick.
Kids
The
are like,
regular
I'll take
milk.
whatever equivalent of Mountain Dew you have.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mellow Yellow, maybe. I don't know.
Mellow Yellow.
They ever had Mellow Yellow at
Is that-
McDonald's? I doubt it.
I think that's like A&W
Yeah.
or maybe
I think
the old
Mellow
Dairy Queen.
Yellow is almost like an energy drink.
I think so. I think it's overloaded with
Yeah, it
sugar
has
and caffeine.
extra caffeine
Yeah.
from compared to a regular
Nah.
soda.
Yep.
Is Jolt still around?
Surge.
I think Jolt is around as a like energy drink. A Surge, they were serving Surge, I think like at Burger King for a minute, and it was like their one thing to be like, hey. You never come to Burger King, but what if we had Surge to
there.
go with it?
I'm there.
Yeah, not bad.
Poor Jolt was way ahead of its time and didn't get any of the credit that these guys are getting now. You know, they were ahead of their time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jolt Cola.
Yeah, it was double the sugar as a kid.
No,
Just
it's double
get-
the caffeine.
Oh, double the caffeine.
Double the
that's right.
caffeine.
Yeah, it was. You just play video games all night on the Jolt.
Love Jolt.
Diabetes.
Didn't taste that great, but it
No,
was,
no,
it was
did
good.
not.
But yeah, they did come back as an energy drink, and I don't know if it really took off.
Nah.
Yeah.
no.
In the sea
So
of Rockstar
it is
and
tough.
Monster, you're not gonna
And
compete.
and like the new guy, like Bang is like
That's terrible.
they have so many ridiculous
80
flavors, dude. It's like Bang, like cotton candy gummy bears, like
I had one the
Huh?
other day. I had on Monday that was a Swedish fish flavored.
yeah,
energy
that's
drink.
what I go up to it and I'm like, man, who needs whatever happened? Like that's why I like Red Bull. Like I don't do energy drinks anymore, but Red Bull is like Red Bull flavored Red Bull. Even though now they even have flavors of Red Bull.
They do.
But back in the day it was like Red Bull.
Well, yeah, that was that's the OG after Jolt was the Red Bull started it, and then I think
Gives you
Rockstar and
wings.
Rockstar, then
and-
Monster.
Real quick, I just looked it up. Anyone want to take a guess? That first run of 2021 Pokemon cards, there's a Pikachu Holo PSA 10 that numbered to 25. And again, it's the 25th anniversary of Pokemon when these came out.
So that McDonald's.
And it was a number to 25 from McDonald's. This is a guess that price. Anyone want to guess it?
It's crazy that a kid got that graded by PSA.
Yeah, right.
It's for the kid. It's for the
insane.
kids.
Good old,
for the kids.
Good old Timmy getting that. A very, very, very good job on his part to do that.
500.
Anyone want to guess? It's a PSA 10 number.
1,000.
80 bids. 80 bids.
$3,200.
$9,600
Jeez, from McDonald's.
from McDonald's.
With your cheeseburger.
You also got to imagine those cards are not grading well at all. Like,
Right, you can
most
do-
kids, because most kids are taking them out of the pack and be like, cool.
Dude.
There was a kids buying
It
Cody.
ain't kids buying
No.
it, man.
But I'm
Like-
saying, I still think okay, look, I know. The first run, yes, it was not kids, but I think a majority of people who got those cards were probably kids in the long run. And I think a majority of those kids looked at those cards and went, these are neat. I don't know. What am I supposed to do with these? They don't have wheels and anything, and I can't do anything.
50-50, dude.
You think it's 50-50?
50-50.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say 73.
50-50.
70 kids.
Or
30
like try to like get like a Happy Meal for your kid, and they're just like, that's not a toy. I'll replace it with a toy, and like basically take the pack and then give the kid a toy.
I think we need to start having National Treasures Happy Meals. You know what I mean? Like just go in and get your National Treasures box inside your Happy Meal.
Why is my Happy Meal $2,500? What's going on?
what
are they putting in this burger?
It's a very cheap NT box there. Why is my Happy Meal $7,200?
Well, that's wholesale cost. No. But no, I mean, yeah, the Pokemon thing. I mean, granted, that was still kind of the time where people were lining up at Target and trying to get their hustle on
During
with
the
their
explosion,
flip-flops
yeah.
and everything.
Pokemon market is definitely coming down, but it's 9,200 or whatever. That's a lot for that kind of card.
So I mean, I can only imagine. And this is the thing that sucks, and the evil side of it all is you got whoever's buy these packs at McDonald's can just take the box, say, hey, customers, we're out, take the dang box home with them, and then you're gonna see them on eBay, full sealed box. How does that happen? Well, how that happened because somebody took it. Right, so, and you'll start seeing those pop up. Maybe not as much as we seen during the initial McDonald's run, but let's move on to possible Wade packs. So this has been a phenomenon. This video here by Run Good Life got 35,000 views, and this is in correspondence with the silver packs that are given away at the National with purchases. How we got them was we bought stuff from distributors, we bought stuff from Panini. So keep in mind, these things are actually already pre-sold before the National pretty much even happens. So the people that have to sell it, whether it be Steel City, Blowout, DA, or Breakers, have already pretty much ponied up the amount of product to get these packs. So the video we'll include in the video description so that you can watch it yourself. Basically, this breaker opened 50 packs of silvers and did not get one numbered card, which sucks. That is terrible, and it should not happen. And the breaker claims that the packs were weighed and that Steel City, where he bought it from, weighed the packs out. Now, I don't personally believe they weighed out the packs. Now, you're going to blast me in the comments. That's fine. Panini had bad collation. I watched a couple guys that got packs, opened them, and got a bunch of Lucas in a row. I watched another guy open them and had a bunch of number to 5 cards in a row. Pac-Man has a video that he had 11 autos in a row. So I think the rush and the way printing is these days, unfortunately, I don't think these cards were sorted, and I think Steel City basically got packs that were all regular that did not have any hits in it, but where they messed up is they should have taken care of the customer. So, being that they didn't, maybe the video was justified. But I don't think, unless it's an employee, that these Steel City's a big enough company. They don't have time to weigh packs. They're making money. They're selling product. They're doing breaks. There's not weighing packs. It's just not worth their time. So I don't believe that they maliciously did anything, but their follow through on how they should have taken care of the customer, because this gentleman sold it to his customers and then he had to make it right with his customers. They should have maybe not giving him any more packs because you could have had the same thing. But what they should have done was give him his money back, maybe give him something extra, say, hey, that's terrible luck. That should not happen. And here we're going to take care of you because we value you as a customer. So that didn't happen. But to maliciously say that they weighed the packs, we don't have a video of anybody weighing the packs, and we don't have any.
It's a bold statement.
We don't have any we don't have any data that that's just hearsay, right? So I don't deal with Steel City, so I'm not backing them up. I mean, I bought some things from them in the past, but they're not on my regular list of buying from. But I just know how the collation was at the National, and some people go out there and say that Pac-Man was given 11 auto packs to show so that Panini could sell packs. Once again, those packs are already sold. They don't care who opens them. They don't care. They already sold them. They don't care. It's already been sold before the National even opens. Before Wednesday, the packs are already sold. So there's no reason for them to juice anybody's packs that's going to do videos. It just doesn't happen. But I want to get your guys' reaction on this. And, what sucks is the customer needs to be taken care of, and that's good customer service.
I actually watched a video. There was no foil cards, but there was a couple cards that were numbered to $4.99.
Okay.
They were just paralleled, like, base cards numbered to $4.99. But getting to these packs, you don't even need to weigh them. Like, a lot of, like, especially the thick ones. And there's way fewer thick ones than there have been in the past.
Sure.
It used to be, you get like back in the day, now they have like gold boxes, but they used to be just like sleeves.
Sure.
And you could see like.
But the silvers are still pretty much in sleeves.
Yeah,
just the golds
they
are
are.
in boxes.
They are.
Yeah.
And both the silver, more so the golds, and the silvers, like you would look at it and like every 10 packs you would see like a thick one. Now, the thick ones don't necessarily mean that it's going to be worth any more. You're just kind of guaranteeing something.
Guaranteed at least the relic.
For a long time, it was like just one of those like manufactured like relics that just say Panini on them. Like you'd probably actually prefer a rookie or a base card instead of that.
That's what I was going to say, because I've been ripping up a gold packs, and from what I've pulled so far, all the patches have not. There's no autos on it. Has anyone pulled patch autos out of it?
There's patch autos in there.
No, not in the gold. So the silvers I
silvers
pulled.
will. Okay.
I in the silvers I pulled for a customer a Nike swoosh number to 2 Darius Leonard game used, and I saw a Luca logo man.
Oh wow!
In the silvers, but it was from the back of a hat.
Okay.
So and then apparently there is some of that, but that's the silvers. The golds I think is just literally just the relics,
right?
But no auto on it, and then the thin ones have the parallels, and then the autos.
That's where you get the autos.
I mean, I would say probably, unless it's somebody super reputable, I don't even know if buying silver packs and gold packs is like a great idea,
right?
Because it is so obvious. And we sell them, but we actually most of the time, most of them actually get included into our national breaks that we put during the national. So like that's how we get.
Yeah, we gave away about 800 of them in breaks that we did that included some of that product.
But buying them on eBay, I mean, I could almost guarantee you if you buy them on eBay, you're probably not going to get a thick pack,
right?
Because it's so obvious, and there's a real good chance that you're not going to get. There's probably a way to find out if it's an auto or not. I actually watched Doug open up some gold packs, and the autographs that I saw him pull is actually backwards. So the autograph is backwards. So like, if you were to just literally run your finger, you'd probably be able to fill the sticker on the back.
Right.
So that actually makes it even worse if like all the autos are backwards. If they were like frontwards, you probably wouldn't be able to tell.
Right. And these are made as promo packs. I think because we had like 2 years without these, we had silver packs last year, but we didn't have gold packs because there's no party. And then the year before that, obviously, we didn't have a national. So I think a lot of new people are jumping into this and haven't seen these before. And honestly, these things are going for more than I would have imagined.
Way more
than I would have imagined.
I mean, you go back 5-6 years and a gold pack on the open market would be like $30. And watching these gold packs sell for like, at one point, you look on eBay, they're going for like $150 a piece. I'm like, you're out of your mind. I mean, you can do whatever you want with your money, but like, these are promo packs. These are exactly what they are. They're not gonna hold the value that a product released pull that you're gonna get. Like,
sure,
like those like zebra and giraffe and like all these like different prints they have are cool, but they're not going to hold a long-term value.
No, yeah, it's gonna be viewed as a promo pack. I mean, one good thing is there is a shorter print run on something like this compared to a select or whatever, because especially the gold packs, I would say there's probably 300 boxes.
I'm telling you right now,
400
I'd rather
boxes.
have like a short printed silver select out of the product than like a numbered to 2 or numbered to 3 zebra.
Yeah, I can't deny that. What do you think about it, C-Rad?
I think it's obviously Run Good Life's videos good for clickbait. That's why he got that enticing title on there. But like you said,
I mean, but he feels slighted. So I
No,
mean, he feels slighted.
I get it.
Yeah, but
But I don't know if there's any proof. I mean, if he bought them from eBay, I might be a little bit more.
Well, there is no unless he has a video of it being basically weighed by somebody who works in the shipping department for Steel City. He doesn't have proof. I mean, he doesn't. It's hearsay, right?
It's hearsay.
He doesn't have proof.
Yeah.
But more props to him. 35K views.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, he's got a great community.
I'm pretty sure Steel City doesn't love it.
Not big fans.
Not a big fan. May get it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if an email comes their way from Steel City at some point saying, what's your proof? What do you?
I'm sure they've been in contact, which is why I would hope that they would at least try to take care of him. Which, unless I'm wrong, I haven't seen anything. I mean, I don't know what these sold for, but it was 50 packs. I got to assume maybe.
Well, we don't know behind the scenes.
$1,000,
Like, what if there was
$1,500?
an email sent to Steel City saying, "Hey, like, fix this, or else I'm going to release this video."
Right, we don't know that either.
No,
but yeah.
nobody likes to be leveraged in that way. If
Right.
you're like a company, so.
I mean, if I sold these packs and this happened, we would refund the customer, probably send them something extra in order to take care of, what had happened. But that's the thing when you're getting, like, it goes back to the collation. That's the only thing I can go off of is watching a few packs be opened at the National and a couple people saying that they got a run of a certain card, a run of a numbered cards, a run of relics. So it makes me think, with the printing problems and how these packs maybe they arrived that day. Panini didn't get a chance to maybe sort them. Maybe they didn't know if they were sorted by the printing facility. And there could have been a couple sleeves or maybe more than that were all the same and they weren't any foil cards.
But if it happened the opposite way, and basically he opened up a pack of these and there was an auto wins every single one, it would be a completely different video. It'd be
loaded packs.
It'd be like, buy from me. Look at all my loaded packs. All I do is pull fire. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What do you think, Cody?
Kind of echoing your sentiments. I'm still like, Dan was just like eyes like daggers.
I looked straight into the camera.
You
when
had the
I said
breaker
that.
look. You had the let's go.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I did it completely different. I'm taking up my own style.
Almost looked like a killer ready. I'm zoning
I
in.
was
on
about
the
ready to
victim.
flip over this table.
Yeah, it was intense.
Yeah.
Anyway, kind of echoing.
And that's with no energy drink.
That's right.
Imagine.
That's right.
That's just with life water.
Just high on life.
Hey.
Bottled in the fine city of Hayward, California.
That's Earth's ultimate energy drink is water. So-
Water?
Yes.
Yeah.
People
It's
like
the first energy drink.
people like it.
It's got electrolytes.
People like it.
maybe-
Actually, this does not, but it is pH balanced.
I mean, they've
does have
been
it in
literally drinking it for billions of years.
It has electrolytes. It's what plants crave.
Yeah. Millions. I'm sorry. I don't know. Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, I think the ultimate make your own decision about the company. I wouldn't use this one incident about their company, but buyer beware on packs because
Sure.
they come the way they come. You could easily possibly tell what's in them. And
Yeah.
I think that's something as a consumer, if you're looking to buy these, you should buy from outlets that maybe receive them direct from Panini that have an abundance of these rather than buying them from a seller on eBay. There are some good sellers on eBay that do list, I'm selling a 10-pack lot and 3 are thick. You know what I mean? I don't know if I would, I would look at their obviously their history on eBay and their rating and how long they've been doing it on eBay. But like at least some of those people are a little bit more transparent because some of these people that did go to the party, they had to spend $31,000 or whatever it costs to get into the party to buy product. They're trying to recoup and they don't want to open it, so they want to sell all the packs, and that's the case. But yeah, definitely buyer beware.
Don't buy silver or gold packs. Just don't buy them.
Just don't buy them.
Just don't buy them.
Or buy it from I don't know. I'm selling some silver and gold.
You
packs.
just,
You buy it from me.
rained on Cody's loot
Sorry,
parade.
Cody. don't buy them. If you want them, go to the National, go to the
Thank
VIP party.
Thank you.
There you go.
It's a free country. We can do it.
You do what you want.
I will say to
Let's
kind
go.
of echo what you guys were saying. I think I've opened about 65-ish or so gold packs at this point. And the first
All 1-on-ones?
8. The first 8. Yeah, I know, right?
All 1-on-ones.
I got a loaded pack.
All
Let's go.
1-on-ones. All
You know,
1-on-ones.
and then
All
there's, the
Mahomes
other,
autos.
there's the other narrative that breakers get all the loaded product.
Right.
So
Yeah, all 1-of-ones. No, I
can't have it both ways. So you can't have breakers weigh
Right.
or know exactly what's going to be in the product and get all the good hits.
We can't always be the villains.
Can't
is what
always
you're
be the
trying to
villain.
say. Yeah, but I pulled about 3
I
autos
like,
in the first
I like being the villain, though.
Villain
Yeah,
breaks.
sometimes. Yeah. I pulled about 3 autos in the first, 8 packs or so, and then after that, I have not pulled a single one. So again, this idea that it's all loaded, the only thing I have gathered from it is that there is really no rhyme or reason for the order of these packs, which is fine. It's just, it is what it is. So to think, there's something going on, I would lean towards there is maybe not something nefarious happening here,
All right.
you know?
All right.
The initial before we beat this thing to death here is the initial point of this product, the silver packs, was for users at the National to go to a booth and go, which product qualifies for gold packs? Oh, Stadium Club.
Silver packs.
Silver packs. What did I say?
You said gold packs.
Whatever. Same thing. No. To get silver packs, you'd go to one of the main manufacturers and you'd say, "What do I got to buy to get a silver pack?" Oh, we got Stadium Club, and it's usually products that aren't super hot, and those are the ones that qualify. Well, it wouldn't be Stadium Club because that would be Topps, but it would be a Panini product like
Legacy.
I don't know, Legacy, or maybe some WWE Revolution, something like that.
that was
Those
on there.
products qualify for packs. That was the point, was to help sellers like Blowout, DA, Steel City, the list. There's a couple more. It was made to help stimulate sales at the National. Now, what it's become is that people take them home and break them and sell them online. So,
But you're not, and this is another, you're not going to Panini's booth and being like, I will take a box of WWE Revolution, and they're like, cool, it'll be $200, and here's 3 silver packs. That is not what happens.
No.
You basically go to Blowout, Steel City, DA, any reputable dealer that's on the floor, you buy the box, you bring it back to Panini, and you're like, I just bought this box.
Yeah.
It's sealed.
Yep, and then they put a mark on it so you can't.
They put a
keep
mark on
going
it so
back.
you can't be a double dipper.
Yeah, which
You can't.
we
you
know
can't
you.
do it.
We know you out there that do that.
You can't double dip.
But yeah,
no more double dipping.
no more double dipping. So you guys got to check this out. I don't know if you can see it on here. Check out this Justin Jefferson. What do you guys think? It's a great looking card, right? Justin Jefferson. I'm sure it's on the slide for you guys in the video. So do my best to describe to you audio listeners about this Justin Jefferson. Looks great, right? What product do you think that's from?
Looks like flawless, right?
National lit.
national immaculate flawlessness.
Chanel.
In case flaw.
So would you think that that's so this card is a shield auto, Justin Jefferson, 1 of 1, in a PSA holder, and then also authenticated on the back, sold for $1,500. Is that a good price, guys?
Pretty good price for NFL Shield patch auto.
Okay, well, it is made by Reclaimed Cards, and it's called National Anthems. So
National Anthem.
it says it right there. If you zoom in, instead of saying National
Where
Treasures.
there has to be some trademark violations on this card, right?
Well, the good folks at PSA authenticated the auto because I do think that Justin Jefferson actually did sign it. And if you go to the back, Beckett also authenticated the auto. And if you read the verbiage on this card, it says the enclosed patch is a trademark of the National Football League and is not from any specific NFL events. It is from the Reclaimed Cards National Anthem Shields.
It just dawned on me.
There has to be a lawsuit coming, right?
Yes, because it's one thing, like, the card is impressive, but 2, you're using NFL logos, the Vikings logo, like this is an unlicensed product, and I just wonder, what are the rules
Players
for,
Association likeness.
Yes. What are the rules from like PSA? Like obviously you see if you're watching this on the label, or if you're listening, excuse me, it just says card. Just says card.
Well, they
Yes.
on
they
the
knocked
label.
it out of the park on that one.
I mean, they're right.
they 100%.
But I guess at that point, what is it? The PSA employees or employees who find this and they go, wait a minute, this is clearly an unlicensed product with all of this stuff. Are they then obligated to go and say, hey, NFL, Panini, Vikings, whomever, this is happening? Like, I just don't, what's the protocol?
Without looking at the specifics. So I know that Brian Gray from Leaf is able to put one-of-one hand-drawn cards in there with logos because it's unique one-of-one.
Okay.
So I don't know if this is hand-drawn without telling. But, yeah, so if you're
a photo.
I have no
So
idea.
then you have like another if it's from like a Getty Images or something like that, you have another trademark violation.
I have no idea, but somebody paid $1,500 for it. So now, do you think that was too much?
Yes.
Okay, all right. But it fools you, right? I mean, you almost like, oh man, like if you were on eBay and you're like, this is up for bids, like, wow, I can get a Justin Jefferson Shield Auto for $1,500. Seems like a great deal.
I don't think PSA should have slabbed that.
That's my point exactly. So to read what the slab says for you audio listeners. It says card on the first line. Second line says Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, knocked it out of the park.
PSA DNA certified authentic auto. So to the average Joe that's not, I mean, we're obviously ingrained in this hobby and we live and die this every day. To me, if I was just newly in the hobby, I'd be thinking I'd be buying a great Panini card. But I'm like, I know it's not a rookie because it doesn't have a rookie logo on it, but I am buying a card for my PC and I got a great deal on it. So yeah, I mean, 100%. My take on this is that it should not have been slapped.
Yeah.
even though all PSA is doing is just authenticating the autograph.
But it makes the card like legitimate, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So this person obviously, and there was actually another Justin Jefferson one-of-one, like a black gold looking one that they sold as well. And then there was also a Barry Sanders one-of-one Reebok that they sold as well. That's the only three I could see.
So like I mean, this is obviously different from if like PSA were to authenticate the Justin Jefferson auto on like just the blank sheet of paper or a photo, like, you know,
it would be a bigger slab, right? It would still slab it, but like my thing is I think anything card size should never be slabbed, in my opinion. But
yeah, why is it authenticated by Beckett on the back as well?
And I think that's Beckett witnessed.
Yeah.
So I think he might have went to a show.
Yep.
Beckett was there with Justin Jefferson, brought that card up. Now, every athlete may turn it down that knows that's in the know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's one of those things where I almost feel like you shouldn't sign cards. Like if you're part of the PA, it's one of those things where you're like, I'll sign anything that's not a card, but Justin Jefferson doesn't.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
He might think it's a card that was without an auto.
Yeah, he might be like, oh, you pulled this? That's cool. Like, I'll sign it.
Yeah, he ain't going to ask any questions.
I mean, to the naked eye, if you don't know anything about cards, you're like, cool. Nice looking card. It's one of the best.
Looks like one I've already signed
seen
before.
Yeah.
And the fact you got national anthem, you know, so you obviously play on national treasures.
Oh, yeah.
So,
national anthem.
You know, by Reclaim Cards, Beckett cert and PSA. So you're double certified. So if you're like looking at this listing, you're like, this is legitimate. But it's not, because you can buy.
What actually? So let's say there's a Trey Lance out there. At what value would you buy that card?
I would never.
No, come on. There's a like
$50,
$8,
maybe?
$10, $50.
50.
There has to be a value.
It's whatever his auto would be worth.
Yeah, you'd buy it. $200.
Not pack pulled though.
$200.
Well, how much for an Aaron Donald for you?
Can't put a price on AD.
An Aaron Donald tequila bottle signed.
Priceless.
Muscles.
Yeah, he's got.
What was he yelling out there again? Got a bunch of drunks on that team. Matt Stafford.
Wow.
With his Verizon phone, flip phone.
It's AT&T, dude.
Watching people just fall.
Man,
yeah, exactly.
There's nothing worse than a Niner fan who's so bitter that like they just have no commercials. They have like nobody. They're like,
I'm not bitter at all because I think we're going 17-0 this year. Did you guys see the quote from Antonio Brown earlier this week? By the way,
no.
Oh man, I know that we're on a sidetrack, Cody, but we should. Cody read this to me, and I could not believe what. And we're running.
He's coming back, right?
Running late, but
please tell me.
No,
the NFL is not the NFL without a lot of money.
It sounds like he's retiring based on his statement because he's an artist now. He just played what's that thing? So this is quoted by AB on his. This is on his biggest regret. My biggest regret in my career doesn't involve calling my GM a cracker, or showing up to Raiders camp late in a hot air balloon with frozen feet, or throwing rocks at that UPS driver, and it definitely doesn't involve taking my shirt off and doing a victory lap around Jet Stadium mid-game while throwing up deuces. My biggest regret is that I'll never see me, Antonio Brown, play a game live. Sure, I can watch the game afterwards, but I can't imagine what that was like for all of you to see something like that. Like watching the Beatles or Jesus perform at Red Rocks.
God.
Is that not the most Antonio Brown thing to say of all time?
Yeah.
Now, is he serious or was that satire,
Okay,
Cody?
so I've done a little more digging.
It's hard to dislike that guy.
Well, agree to
I hate him. As a Raider fan, he could die.
agree to disagree on that one, but nonetheless, I did a little more digging, and it does appear that a account, like a sports comedy account, made that post trying to pose as an Antonio Brown quote.
But then he retweeted it.
But then Antonio Brown retweeted it, which is essentially an endorsement. So yes, he's essentially saying, quote me on that. I like this, even if you just made it up. Sure, I'll take. Like, he's taking credit for that quote. He's like, yeah, sure, I approve.
So I
it.
agree.
Yeah,
He's like, I agree.
exactly.
He's all dead on. You're right on. You're
Yeah,
right on.
You're spot on.
You're on the right path.
When you retire, you're going to be like, my biggest regret is not being able to not pull more one-on-ones, being able to watch myself pull out live.
I think, yeah, he probably is done. I think he
Absolute maniac.
can't come back, right?
Just a complete a-hole.
I think what he did with Tampa Bay. I think that it's crazy. Who's had the most amount of chances in the NFL? Like
he's up there.
He's up there. Him and Josh Gordon, right? Josh Gordon has been like.
Gordon, the stuff with Gordon is always just like, the dude just smoked weed.
But Gordon
cares?
is like, how many times has Gordon come back into the league?
I mean, he knows the rules, but there's still a part of me of like, compared to what some of these other dudes are doing,
I agree.
The dude just is getting high. Like, again, you're not supposed to, but one thing is
It's
not
legal
like the other.
now.
Yeah, it's different.
I mean, Justin Blackman didn't even get another chance, right?
Again,
That is not cool. Like, dude, you're right.
we just saw the video trending from Draymond Green's wedding, and Josh Gordon can't play in the NFL. You know what I'm talking about. Roll your own blunt station at the wedding.
I wish I was there.
And Josh Gordon can't play in the NFL. And the NBA player, probably one of the 15, 20 most like notable names in the NBA, is just like, here's a bunch of blunts at my wedding.
And
They were rolled perfectly.
And then
too.
you have like LeBron there and Curry there and Tatum there.
They're all, yeah.
And did they get any
different
confirmation that any of these guys are partaking? I think if you're Steph, you can't, right? I mean, not with the eyes on you.
I saw those videos. I saw those pictures. They all look like they're having a good time.
You don't have a blunt rolling station if people are not going to partake in it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, I'm sure there was other people there that don't have to worry about their self-image that were partaking. But like Steph Curry, get him high and he falls or something and hurts himself, then that's his legacy is now tainted.
I would imagine Steph probably didn't smoke, and if he did, it probably wasn't much.
Yeah, I know he's a cigar guy, so maybe he passed it off. Maybe a little bit of both in the black and mild there.
I mean, because you would hear because we hear about the players that do like love smoking weed in the off season and stuff, and he's never been one of those guys. No. So I wouldn't imagine he smoked much at Dre's wedding.
Assuming it's
let Timmy smoke.
I'm assuming it's not a banned substance in the NBA, right?
I'm pretty sure the rules have changed when it comes to weed now.
Because that video would have not surfaced if it was a banned substance.
I know
right?
I know in the NBA it's changed. I know definitely in the NHL it's changed. I mean, you kind of had to because Canada legalized it, so you kind of had to change the rules. Baseball?
Did we not legalize it here?
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard.
I think it's like
it feels like California. It's like you go to other states, go, oh yeah.
Are we like halfway through the states that are legalized now? But it gotta be like
no, I think there's more.
More than 20 states?
I think so. Yeah. I want to say it's like 38 states that are legal, but I could be wrong.
38 or some form of
that's a lot.
Yeah. Maybe medical and some of those, not recreational. But talking about smoke and dope, let's get into another fake box from BBCE.
What?
Did I say something wrong?
That's a hell of a transition.
I have no idea what just happened right now.
Well, it's not dope anymore.
Did I get duped?
I doped y'all.
Dope show.
But no, if you guys haven't heard the story, I'm sure you have, and we're always late to the party. It seems like the news breaks on like Thursday, and then we do the show on
After
Wednesday.
we do the show,
Yeah. So maybe we need to change the day we do the show. But anyways, so Whatnots did a box of 86, 87 Fleer for free by the pack with influencers and other breakers at the National. And it was all on their feed, and the box was bought from Golden for $168,000. And it was a box like no other box has been opened before. There's a sequence to this stuff normally, and it's kind of a reverse sequence where there's, and I don't know it offhand, but, you know, it's stereotypical to every box that's been open has been generally the same sequence for the last 20, 30 years. So this box was in alphabetical order, which was raise the hands up of enthusiasts that have been familiar with this product. There was 3 Jordans in the box. I guess 2 graded a 6, 1 graded a 7. So there's been that. They repacked the box with cheaper Jordans. That's been the kind of the narrative of it all. But what came out from BBCE was they're saying that the way that the sheets are cut, sometimes they're different. Well, it also turns out that 2 packs in the box were replaced because one looks like it. So when BBCE got the box, they basically replaced 2 packs because one looked damaged and one looked like it had been resealed. So that's what's weird about the whole thing is that they confirmed that 34 out of the 36 packs were good. 29 were what was considered, or what was it, 20 something were considered unicorn packs. 5 were considered normal packs, and then 2 of the packs seemed off.
What's a unicorn pack?
I have no idea. Can somebody fill me in on that? Once again,
Weird.
Don't do research before I jump on this.
No,
thing
I mean,
and start talking.
Basically the gist what I got out of it is it was a Frankenstein box.
Yes, so it was a box that was basically kind of put together.
Granted, like when these came out, they were wax boxes. You basically would open them up, and there's probably shops that would keep the box out there and then just refill it. Right?
Sure, and that's probably what a true definition of a Frankenstein box is. And then another fact that Card Porn brought up, which is a great follow on Instagram, was that none of the gum had been sticking to any of the cards. So if you watch the Drake video, you watch the Women in the Hobby video, the gum either crumbled or it was stuck to the card. This one all was falling out, so it was strange. But BBCE basically says that this is an anomaly, that because back in 86, 87, nobody bought basketball cards, which I believe is a true statement. I understand that dealers were basically giving basketball cards away when people bought baseball cards, and that the Fleer manufacturer did not care how they packed it out. So some may have been packed out differently in a rush to get more of it out. But it's the first box of its kind that's been published. So my whole thing is BBCE, obviously, with the Pokemon, Logan Paul, already on people's radar, right? I think if this would have happened without that, people would have still stood behind BBC. But now you've got 2 strikes in the last 6 months, and the fact that you have to take packs out of a $168,000 box, make the guy buy 2 PSA 8 packs to put in there, and then wrap it and say that it's like kind of legit. I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about anything BBCE wrapped anymore.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a story if one of those Jordans came back a 9 or a 10, though. Nobody would even really focus on how the cards came out alphabetically.
Probably not. Well, I mean, the true enthusiasts were screaming foul the whole time.
So let me ask a question. If you guys know the answer to this,
And again, before real quick, sorry for cutting you off.
No problem.
It was a giveaway.
It was a giveaway.
So
yeah.
nobody
Paid money.
Nobody paid money.
What not paid $168,000 in gold.
So just so we know, nobody paid money for these packs.
No.
There was no money exchange. Whatnot did it as a promo.
Sure.
So I just want to clear that up. Nobody was buying a pack for, $20,000 or $15,000 or whatever a pack out of this box.
This is not those poor guys from last week that we talked about who had the first year Prism basketball and opened it up and got some Austin Powers cards.
No.
And actually did lose a lot of money.
I guess
it's not that.
If anybody should feel some type of way, I guess it would be Whatnot, that they paid $170K and got possibly tampered box.
Bad.
Right. And they're not really getting bad press from it.
Not get it, but it's not. It's
The
not great.
influencers are getting a little bit of bad press, and obviously BBCE is taking the brunt of it.
And I've never opened up a 86, 87 Fleer. I've never opened up an 86, 87 Fleer, but if I was going to do this event, I'd probably I would do my due diligence and probably watch as many boxes being opened as I possibly can to get an idea of what to expect.
How many videos are there? I mean, there's a few.
There has to be. On YouTube, you can probably find at least
Older
10,
like 10 years ago, yeah.
10 or 20 of them. Like
I was gonna say, like, so what's the? My question was, is it 3 Jordan rookies that are supposed to come out at least?
At least 3, and now there could be 4 because I guess.
So that I was gonna ask, like, why do people even open these if they know what's? I mean, obviously it's for the chance to get a PSA 10 Jordan, right? But there's really no fun technically in opening besides the fact
Right, which is also there's also a big because people were like, oh my god, we pulled a Jordan, but like it's coming, right? But what I did is I brought this box out. So this is a 1970. What year is this one?
Is that box worth $186,000?
No, I wish it was. It does have the gum in it. So 1979 tops. So this is how they came, and this is how the Fleer box came. They never were wrapped. So this could have been sitting in a card shop. I mean, the card shop owner could have been like, hey, you want to look at the pack, customer? Like, okay, you don't. Put it back in there. Like, it could have been, so like the integrity of this stuff was worth 20 cents is what they were selling packs for out of this one. So I got to imagine the Fleer was close to the same price. So you could go in and probably buy a box for $10, $15, $20. So nobody cared about the integrity of this stuff. So, yeah, 20 cents a pack. So there was no wrapping. So then what BBCE does is they come out and they inspect it, and they basically look at the back to see if that matches up with what it should be, because the way that the sheets are cut makes a specific order. But my whole point is it could have been screwed from the beginning. Anybody that's holding on to the box, we don't know if they've ever taken them out of the pack. It's different nowadays because things are wrapped. You can't mess with the packs. So my thing is, why did he authenticate it with, like, if you have to take packs out, it shouldn't be authenticated. No. It shouldn't be authenticated. Now, I know he put in the note on the back that said 36-pack box, and it didn't say original box, but, yeah, there's gum in that one and everything.
It actually, not only is there gum, I was just reading this. This is very cool. There's 4 flavors. It's smooth and juicy.
Oh, wow.
You have apple, watermelon, cherry. And,
I want the watermelon.
And it looks like regular, which I'm thinking like
regular
spearmint. Or
no, just bubblegum probably.
Yeah, probably bubblegum.
Just bubblegum flavored bubblegum.
Well, bubblegum is just like the bubblegum flavor, yeah.
Like
so
bubblegum flavor.
Yeah, coffee flavored coffee.
Coffee flavored coffee. So yeah, that's cool. 86 Fleer doesn't have anything on that.
Yeah, I forget who's the big rookie in that. That's obviously nowhere in comparison.
But yeah,
box-wise.
you could feel the gum, and it's like, it's broken.
Yeah, it didn't make it. And if it did, it's probably stuck to something. But
no, I'm moving it right now. It's not stuck. I'm damaging the front card.
Oh, okay. Now we got to open these.
Yeah, hopefully it's not. Who would be the rookie in that?
I'm looking at it. It is 79. I mean, there's some Abdul Jabbar.
Bird Johnson?
Dan
No, that's 80.
No, there's a Hall of Famer in there, but not like a big name. I'm trying to look now. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's got a decent, valuable card in there. I think it's like Wes Unseld, maybe. Yeah. But Pete Maravich, Julius Erving's got cards in there, obviously, based on that era. I don't know why my eBay is just not working for me right now, but I'm trying to hit filter to hit highest auction. But if you want to type in 1979 tops, which is a great design, Cody, and see what the highest selling card is, that'll tell us what rookie is from the 79. But I bought it. I think I paid a decent amount for that. It was from a shop. They said, hey, you collect old wax? I said, yeah, sometimes. And I bought it, and I put it away. And we're here talking about it now because the closest thing I have to an 86, 87 Fleer is something like that. So
it's older, so it's better.
It should be, right?
Yeah.
Maybe should we send this to get to BBCE wrapped?
While we're destroying that, every time we open it, we rip the box.
No, I know they don't. I don't think they look at that. I don't think they look at that. It just say pro on there, but yeah.
4 flavors of bubble gum.
Yeah, I mean, does this taint BBC's image? Like I just asked you, are we going to send this box to BBCE?
No,
right?
Actually, hypothetically, say you go to a show and you see actually, we have an 89 Upper Deck BBCE wrapped.
Pistol Pete.
No, it's not his rookie though. There's the rookie.
That's the highest selling card I see.
Oh, okay.
So we have an 89 Upper Deck BBCE wrapped. A couple of them, I think. Looking for that grippy rookie. That box actually may be worth more not wrapped by BBCE.
It's Alex English.
I
Alex
thought so.
English
Yeah, I
is
was
rookie.
gonna say.
Dennis Johnson, rookie for
Dennis
1,000.
Johnson. Yeah. So what about our 89? Are we opening it?
No, I don't know. I mean,
I remember we were talking about the integrity of BBC rap things when the Pokemon thing went down, and we were like, they definitely took some hits, but they can bounce back from this. And then now this.
Yeah, I just don't.
I actually don't think they go anywhere. I think people are still going to use them. They're still going to put value on it.
I think they're the PSA authenticator for packs now.
Well, we were talking about like how much value do they add to like stuff like, and we were kind of down on them. I remember, if I recall from that podcast, we were kind of down like they won't add.
At one point, it was something crazy. Like if it was BBCE wrapped, it would add like 50% to the overall value. I think now it probably adds a little bit, but it definitely doesn't add like a crazy percentage, like 50%.
At least with the Pokemon stuff, there was the excuse of like, well,
we don't
they're
really grade this stuff.
Right. They're kind of out of their element a little bit. This is not their thing.
Which is
and
dumb.
they shouldn't have done it in the first place. Let's move on. We're not going to do it anymore. But this is their bread and butter.
Yeah,
86, 87
specifically
Fleer?
86,
Yeah.
87 Fleer.
They probably
is,
built their business off of that.
Yeah,
that is their bread and
It's
butter.
like their Coca-Cola if they're a store. That's what
And
they're selling.
I get from like their standpoint, they can't come out and go, well, we messed up, because that basically ruins their integrity for everything they've done for the last how long have they been doing it for? 20 years, 30 years, something crazy like that.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that there should be a little bit more, like, I feel like they got the box, there was 2 packs damaged, and he's, like, convincing himself that he still needs to wrap it. Like, from what I've talked about, people behind the scenes in the industry, Steve Hart's fine, doesn't need any money, BBCE does fine. But to me, it seemed like it was almost money motivated. Like, this box is here, I make X amount if I authenticate it. So let's, it doesn't look right, but, let's just, let's make it happen.
But he probably still gets paid even if he doesn't authenticate it.
But this went to Golden, so you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if there's a program in place where if the guy convinces them to sell to Golden, Golden gives them a percent. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know those inner workings because I know Golden is obviously hunting for stuff like this.
Do you think a BBCE wrapped 86, 87 Fleer that comes up for auction in the near future goes for less than 186,000 because of the what if factor?
Well, this is a very ADHD hobby, and they may forget.
Just
but
move
like, I think if it's
got $186,000 burning a hole in your pocket, just trying to get some 86, 87 Fleer.
I think if you wait like 6 months and you do it, I don't think people will remember. I think if you did it next week, for sure.
That's like the narrative for this industry. Just wait like 3 months,
Give it a
it'll be
little
fine.
time. Yeah. To play devil's advocate for a second, like, there is truth to the sometimes you get a weird box. Sometimes you get a unicorn pack, as they're saying. These things that
Go
don't.
with that unicorn.
Yeah,
pack
I know.
again.
That's my new favorite thing now. I actually looked up unicorn packs, and all that came up were literal packs of
packs
cards
of
with
unicorns?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My Little Pony.
Yeah, like My Little Pony cards, exactly. But there is room for that. Like, we've all opened a box where we go, well, this isn't right. This isn't how this was supposed to be, which I'll give them that. But the whole, like, there's just one, the whole Pokemon thing, like we said, and 2, the fact that they took packs out. Like, there's a lot of things already going up against them. This could have been just a freakish, weird thing, but for it to happen on such a big stage with so many big influencers involved in it, it's hard to accept that, even if it is the God's honest truth that, yes, this was a weird, freakish box. The fact that it happened on the biggest stage and the fact that they already have, a mark against them because of the Pokemon stuff, like, even if they're telling the truth, I just don't know if there's any way they win from this. If they come out of this,
No,
their reputation feels like it's stained for a lot of folks forever.
And what we were saying off air is how many of these boxes get wrapped that nobody ever intends on opening them, so nobody will ever find out, right? So like that's. Well, I don't know Steve Hart personally. I've never met Steve Hart. I've never used BBCE. But what if you're like, that's kind of questionable. I'm like 90% sure this box is legit. You know what? They'll never open it. Who cares, right? Same thing with the Pokemon. Nobody's ever going to open a 3 million Pokemon.
Why would you open up a $3 million box?
I mean, it's true. Why would you? Why would you do that? It's kind of insane. But yeah, anyway, you have to be ready for that. It's crazy.
Who's tired of talking about 86, 87 Fleer?
Not the star people for sure.
I'm exhausted.
God, maybe we just need to get that. Let's. You know what? On this day forward, we're star people now. Let's get a star case. Who cares? It's time.
Well, you won't be
I
able to
wanna-
get a
I wanna-
smart case because it never came that way.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
I want a BBCE wrap team set.
Yeah, you actually will never.
Yes. There you go.
I don't think those packs can ever be tampered with because it's just all 10 cards of the players that were on the Bulls.
Yeah.
Man, that's rough. Like, obviously we know the prices of this vintage stuff. To have that even doubt in your head, like this thing that I bought for hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, sitting in my investment portfolio, it could be GI Joe packs in there. I'm like, I'll be a little bit nervous.
But there's also and Cody was devil advocate on that. But if you're not authenticated, we've seen it with StockX. We've seen it. I'm assuming it probably happens in the coin industry. There is probably some ratio of bad judgment, right? You're not going to be 100% on everything that you see and you deem. I'm sure there's people that get like purses from a long time ago that were like Gucci or whatever. They're like, that's legit. Maybe it's not, right? Maybe it's such a good fake. So I do believe that there is a percentage of fakeness to something because it's just your eye. I mean, there was a Anna Nicole Smith picture that was signed by apparently Anna Nicole Smith, but it was the actress that played Anna Nicole Smith's photo. So obviously it happened after, but posthumously, and it was authenticated by Beckett. So obviously that stuff happens, or it's a bad judgment.
She signed Anna Nicole Smith's name.
It was Anna Nicole Smith's autograph that somebody forged on a photo of the actress that played Anna Nicole Smith in the movie after she died.
Yeah.
So
That was
yeah,
a lot.
I
That was
mean,
a lot. There's a lot of information, Doug.
yeah.
It could have been like that, like
That
a
was
Jim
a lot,
Carrey, a Jim Carrey Man on the Moon situation, where he's like, no, the spirit of Andy Kaufman, I'm channeling it. I'm literally inhabited by his spirit right now, so I am Andy Kaufman.
So I signed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It could
Maybe
be
she
that.
did. She did. Yeah. Well, I think we've talked about this one enough. Hopefully that was a lot of information for you guys to make an informed decision. And what time is it?
It's time for Guess That Prize.
We need a theme song.
Yeah, we do.
Winner gets a smooth and juicy apple out of the basketball box.
Ooh.
I wonder how that gum would taste.
The winner?
The winner.
If you ate that, would you legit get sick?
I don't think you'd get sick.
I think people have eaten it. They haven't gotten sick, right? We've seen people eat those old gums over the years.
Could be.
You would absolutely get sick.
You wouldn't get sick.
Depends on how good your immune system is. I guess.
I
so.
could guarantee you it's not going to taste like apple.
There's no disclaimer on expiration date
I
on
want
the
the
gum.
watermelon flavor.
Ugh, no thanks. You guys have fun with that. All right, let's get into Guess That Price. So we talked about it at the beginning of the show. Fernando Tatis Jr., the most notable recent name in baseball to get busted for steroids. He's out 80 games due to suspension. So it got me thinking, as we were talking about on our baseball podcast this week. If you want to check that out, Doug and I dug into that a lot more. And it got me thinking about cards, players, controversial athletes. How do these people actually sell in the hobby? So I picked 5 controversial athletes.
Okay.
And their
I think I know
cards.
where I'm going to guess one here.
So you could probably guess on a few of these where we're going, but yeah, here we go. This is what this is the topic for this week. Oh, we also got a tiebreaker as well to start. So here we go. First up, yes, I think you already saw it. It is Jose Altuve. As I get the slide up here real quick. Jose Altuve, of course, with the Astros cheating scandal, the trash cans, all that stuff. You know the deal. This is his 2010 first Bowman Chrome Purple refractor, numbered to 899. There are no auto. It's just that recreated auto. But this is a PSA 10 that was sold on May 9th of this year on eBay.
And I remember, I think those were only out of the retail versions of Bowman because everybody was hunting Strasburg at the time. Actually, that was 2010 Bowman Chrome, but it was around the same year.
Yep.
Everybody's buying those packs.
All right.
When did it sell? May what?
This sold on May of this year, May 9th.
Locked in.
So this is post trash cans.
All right, who's going first?
Who won last time, by the way?
Did I win?
I think it was. I think
it was
so.
me. It was me.
I believe
It was me.
Yes, it was.
Cowboys now. $109.
109 for
That's
Doug.
funny. $209.
Oh, jeez.
That's funny. 477.
477 for C-Rad. Actual price. Oh, it's maybe a changing of the tide. C-Rad gets
No!
the first point. $500.
That
on,
is
guys.
entirely too much for that
Come on,
card.
guys. $100?
Even if it looks like Dan, it's entirely too
It's a
much.
purple
PSA 10.
and a PSA 10. $100? That's disrespectful.
First moment of a guy who's got Hall of Fame stats. if you
I
wanna
actually,
get
when I
out.
put 209, I think I'm about $100 too high.
Well, yep.
Wow.
That's
Altuve, man.
sell now.
If you looked at some of his stuff from even 18 and 19, way higher than that stuff. He has fallen hard and not ever.
Oh
recovered.
wow, look at this.
Next one, Lance Armstrong.
Sick.
Lance Armstrong. This is actually out of 2018 Leaf Metal Sports Heroes.
Sweet.
Purple auto numbered to 10. Funny that he's in Leaf Metal Sports Heroes given his entire history. It's a purple auto number to 10. It's sold on August 8th of this year on eBay.
He's a hero.
I mean, he was.
He only has one too. You know, it's
Bigger steroid controversy nationally. Bonds or Lance Armstrong?
Lance Armstrong by far.
Okay, I thought so too.
All right, what are we going with?
Barry didn't talk to
All right,
Oprah.
I won.
Lance did.
So I'll go first.
All right, so you're
$377.
Okay.
$85.
Wow.
575.
Okay. Actual price. Let me just check the math on this real quick.
Uh-oh.
I think I know who won, but I just gotta check. All right.
Dan.
Wait a minute. This is why
the-
kids
Fine.
stay in class. Stay in school, kids.
The sports heroes they don't sell for anything, man.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of Lance Armstrong
Yeah,
autos.
a lot of these guys don't.
That's the
sign for anything
thing.
else.
Yeah, Lance autos are hard to come by.
I'll give you $85.
Ooh, by the slimmest of margins, by about $40. C-Rat is one away. from
Oh
winning
my
this thing.
God!
$255.
The first time.
$255.
The first
You guys
time
better get
in
used to it
forever.
because this one I'm gonna win. I'm gonna lock this up right here. I'm not trying to jinx myself early.
C-Rat,
I'm gonna lock this up and then I'm gonna win the next 10.
I just love that controversial athletes is the one that C-Rat is killing it on right now.
Hey, the grimy guys I know about.
All right, next
Uh-oh.
up.
Uh-oh.
All right, we're going a little off the board here. This is not a card. Clearly, it's a baseball.
Got an asterisk on it.
Barry Bonds.
Shot into the moon.
So it's not that one. The Barry Bonds. This is Barry Bonds' 762nd and final home run. It is signed and inscribed by Bonds himself. This was sold in May 12th of 2019 through Golden.
Don't let me beat you guys.
You
on
can't.
This one. You guys are Giants
You
fans.
can't put a price on it.
Yeah, it's probably
Kind of is.
trade the business for it.
Kind of is. And I can't wait to give you the now new estimated value of this ball.
Don't let me beat you guys on this
Man,
one, man.
I want to say like a stupid number because it's priceless to me.
It's again, it is not
It's
the
sold
record-
in May 19th.
May of 2019. Just to give you a heads up, this sold in May of 2019, and this is the final home run he ever hit, not the record breaker, just the final home run he ever hit in Major League Baseball.
But it is the record breaker.
I mean, technically,
It's the
it's the record setter.
It's the all-time
Right.
home run leading
Wait,
ball.
he's coming back this year.
He's coming back.
Could use them.
Got to reset the Hall of Fame clock.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac, Mr. 3000, but it's Bonds resetting his Hall of Fame clock.
All right, ready?
All right, let's do it.
My pick, $7,777.
There's no
God,
way,
jeez.
dude.
So 7777.
Could have locked it up.
Okay.
That's Barry Bonds, not Terry Steinbach, dude.
You're giving Terry Steinbach a lot of credit.
92,000.
Okay.
$275,000. You guys laugh, but watch.
You guys laugh. You guys laugh. Actual price. I actually like my jaw's gonna drop.
It's 2019.
$276,000.
Oh!
My God.
Doug bought it.
Doug bought it.
Doug bought
I
it.
no.
He knew.
Full.
He's like, I own it.
full transparency. I actually said to Doug, because I was like, who would probably know this? I was like, Doug, do you know what this ball sold for? And he said, the one with the asterisk. I went, no, not that one. And so I did run
Now I'm
by
so
it.
close that people are probably gonna think I did research. I
That is
100% did
wild.
not.
Rig.
I actually, I actually was gonna go with 500,000 But I was like, since it was 2019.
I thought 92 was. I was like,
For what it's worth, I think Card Ladder listed its 2022 estimated value at about $850,000.
Wow. See, I was thinking 700,000, but I was
Which,
like,
again,
2019.
For 2019, 250K is a lot of money.
A lot of money. But again, this is different. This is not, it's not a card. It's a piece of history. Right?
it's a baseball.
It's a baseball.
It's
not a card. It's a baseball.
It's a piece
even
of,
more worth.
It's a piece of history for a guy that didn't
Yeah.
get into the clown show.
Fair enough.
I know, missed the clown show.
All right, so
is that the highest sell? No, there's got to be other monumental balls that have sold for.
I want to say one of the Maguire Sosa ones sold for quite a bit. I don't recall exactly how much. But
Yeah.
that's up
Wouldn't
there.
the asterisk ball that what's his name?
Mark Echo.
Mark Echo. Wouldn't that be?
He bought that. He gave it to the Hall of Fame, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
thought he blew it into space.
He had a vote.
So
for
that's
it.
that was the Bartman ball. They
What a
blew it
clown.
up.
What a clown. Where's Mark Echo at now? Are we wearing Mark Echo still? What happened to him?
No, we're not. I've not seen Mark Echo in the wild in a long time.
Well,
All
what's
right,
this?
next up,
that the
Dennis
worm?
Rodman, the Worm, Dennis Rodman.
Oh.
Now, this is an interesting one. If you're listening, this is
Love
a
that
97, 98 iconic set. Skybox Metal Universe Precious Metal Gems. It's a red Dennis Rodman, numbered to 100. It's a PSA 5. It sold of June 25th of this year on Golden.
And it's the greens that are the first 10, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So.
This is numbered to 100. It is a color match, Chicago Bulls, if you want to.
And that outfit, man, whew, I think I might have to wear that to the axe
Best-
throwing event on Friday.
I mean, people say that current NBA players dress crazy, but like again, you don't remember Dennis Rodman. The man was a trendsetter. All right, C-Rat can still win this thing right now.
All right, I go first, right?
Yep.
That's tricky.
You guys are in there?
Yeah.
It's not an easy one. It's a
$39,000.
$39K for Doug.
27,777.
Damn.
8,900.
8,900.
Dude, it's a 5.
They're
a
hard to
five,
grade.
but
I know they're hard to
grade.
grade,
It's
but
a-
like
Precious
dude,
metal
it's a
gems, though.
5.
Precious metal gems.
They're all graded.
And that's the first year, right?
Like, you're talking about, like, the best, majority of the best grades of these cards to get, like, 7s.
Yeah.
Actual price.
It's not a 5.
Actual price for this PSA 5 97 Metal Universe Dennis Rodman Precious Metal Gems red numbered to 100. We have a new winner. C-Rad's losing streak is over. It's over. Yeah! It's over.
And let me tell you something, brother. I'm not going to give up the title.
Was it not 8,900?
$26,000.
Oh, my God. Rigged.
$400. Almost
Rigged.
right on the money. C-Rat is our winner. Do we want to do the last one just
Yes.
for fun? All right. Last one. I had a tiebreaker too. Last one.
Oh.
Tom Brady. Yeah, I haven't forgotten about Deflategate. Tom Brady. This is actually the season after Deflategate, a 2015 Panini Lux Black Tom Brady tag patch auto, 1 of 1, BGS 9.5, sold on June 16th.
They put the
Dude,
tag in
I know that. I was
upside
going to say that almost looks
Yeah, they
fake
put it
because
upside
the
down,
tag
right?
is
The tag's
backwards.
upside down.
This sold through PWCC on June 16th.
Man, you could have
of
probably
this year.
got this card back in, 2015?
I mean, especially post
You,
Deflategate.
you could have probably got this card for, like, maybe a rack at most.
I mean, we were there was
1,000.
there was legit arguments of like, is Tom even going to go to the Hall of Fame now?
Yeah.
Is this even going to happen?
I know. And then they had the Spygate, too, right? Didn't they spy on
Spygate.
Rams practice or something?
Deflategate and Spygate. Now, Deflategate, Brady was like more directly involved, or that was the accusation. He was more directly involved in Deflategate.
Yeah, I mean, well, Rams, when they lose, they always make excuses. So, I mean, they're spying on our
I
practice.
believe it was the AFC Championship game of that year, but fair enough.
All right.
What excuse do we ever make?
I'm about to lap these guys right now.
All right.
17,777.
He's running the sevens today.
Lucky number 7.
13,000 even.
24,000.
Actual price, not that it doesn't, nobody wins or anything from this, but Doug would be the winner at 24K, but listen to the price though. $96,000 for a 2015 Tom Brady, not a rookie.
With a laundry tag, though.
It's a laundry tag, and it's a
Upside
one of
down.
one, but
Yeah, and it's not the right
I
size.
didn't know it was a 1 of 1. I would have went.
I said
way
one of
higher.
I said one of one. Did I not say one of one?
I wasn't listening. I thought it
Did I
was
mess
like, I
this
thought
up?
it was number
I
5 or
know.
something.
I assumed it was a 1-of-1, but
If I
like,
knew it was 1 of 1, I would have went like.
Oh, okay.
there's a lot of them.
Dude, you remember how that was at a Lux too? That product we couldn't even sell.
Yeah, we couldn't sell
We
it.
couldn't
But
sell it.
now you looking back, it was a. I mean, besides the frame stuff, because all the frame stuff fell apart. But besides that, Lux was a pretty decent product.
Dude, I almost want to go backwards. This is on a side note, and buy some of these products that Tom Brady was in that are like in bad years of products. Like you find out if he's live in there. I don't remember if he was live in there or not. It could have been a redemption. But
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
actually
that's
pretty remarkable looking back at like non-rookie.
Is that
like
is it 15?
that was 2015 again.
Yeah, it's a
fresh.
terrible. I mean, besides Sean,
stuff like and like the
Right here, this guy right here.
same laundry tag.
probably doing the same thing like with like Kobe or something.
Actually, if you pretty
be
much
cool.
the same type of same player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
same profile. and all
one
that.
of
Third string
dude,
Vikings.
Yeah, 1-1.
Goat.
17th AK is way too low for a 1-on-1 Brady. Come on now.
Congrats to C-Rad, who has really an expertise on the worst of the worst, the most controversial players in the hobby. So
Ron
congrats on that.
Artest.
Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be the tiebreaker. Some Ron Artest. So,
Let me
yeah.
tell you. I'm gonna run the championships back to back.
We gotta get Cody in here for the next one.
I think so. I think it's time. I think we're overdue
Yeah,
for Bob Barker to turn the tables.
we'll see. Well, maybe Dan will host since he did the worst this time.
I'll host.
I mean, we can always do that. We can always do rotating. Like whoever loses has to host the next time. Whoever gets the worst score has
There
to
you go.
host the next time.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We could do that.
I'm never gonna get off this throne now.
All right, well, that does it for the hype, guys. Make sure you follow us at Mojobreak_com on Twitter and Instagram. Also, we're on Facebook, Mojobreak.com for your breaks, Mojobreakshop.com for your wax. Peace.